Here comes a new challenger!
Hello everyone, and welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about 9.0 and why I felt it was a pretty bad patch, all things considered. Let's get started here. We're going to be covering every significantly-ish buffed character, and I'm going to talk about why it doesn't really make a difference, so let's begin. So first off, we have Ness. Now Ness got a few certain buffs, like down air comes faster, I think like 2 frames faster, so like whatever. Grab, up throw I believe does more damage, that was one of them. You know, minor stuff, but ultimately when it came to Ness, it didn't really matter. The only one that you could say is kinda good is the neutral special buff. So what they did was that they made it faster. How fast? That fast. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's pretty fast. I think. Especially for the damage it does. Oh, wait, hold on. We go Staling. You know, this is... Actually, hold on. There you go. Freshness bonus and everything. You know, 34% and that thing kills. So, pretty good, right? But everything else, like, up tilt, dealing more damage. You know, down air being faster. Up throw being stronger. It's kind of whatever. Dash attack, the last hit being stronger. And it's just the last hit specifically. So, there you go. Whatever. Nothing crazy. Honestly, I saw people because like, oh, Ness was buffed, but like, let's be real here, these buffs are completely meaningless outside of maybe this one, because now it's fast enough that you don't have to be like, oh well, no, it's like it's fast enough that like maybe you don't have to go for this anymore too often. Now you can go for this, and maybe you can go for it in neutral, perhaps. Like if someone's trying to approach you, just quick press it, there you go, and they're off of you. Because it is a pretty big hitbox, all things considered. Alright, next up we have Ice Climbers. And again, nothing too major. Though I would say out of all the characters, Ice Climber got it the best. You know, they basically just made like dash attack, like both hits, you know, connect better. Down smash is stronger, you know. Up B, you go a bit farther than before. This didn't go that far, I don't think. Yeah, no, that's kind of crazy. But what they did do was significant. So, and I mentioned this in my 9.0 wishlist, but I wanted Nana to be better. You know, AI-wise and all that sort of stuff. Well, they improved her a little bit. So, what do I mean is that, I don't know much about the AI specifically. But what I can say is that they did make her harder to kill. They made it so she takes less percent, less knockback. You know, she doesn't seem to like die as early as one would before. So that's pretty good. Another fix they did is that sometimes there would be times where when you're trying to recover, right, Nana would up B before Popo. Which would mean that as Popo, you'd literally die. Because then Popo would just do, you know, he'd just do the bad up B. But now they made it so when Nana up B's and you up B, even if she up B's first, it cancels it out, and you still do this. So that's pretty good. Though I don't know if they fixed the other issue with this, and the other issue being that if you hit, because Nana is a hitbox. Yeah, no, they still haven't fixed that. So basically, as the opponent, you could, in theory, just have Nana, like, up B, get in front of Nana, and then Popo would just die. So that's still an issue. But regardless, I mean, nice buffs all around. The only one that's like a nerf is that, like, it takes a, like your ability to snap to ledge is kind of worse off of side B. So yeah, though it's probably gonna be worse for Sopo. But either way, I mean, it doesn't look like it's that much. I mean, I just grabbed the ledge there, so it doesn't seem like a big hindrance or anything. Otherwise, yeah, I would say that Ice Climbers was definitely the winner of this patch as we go along, and I'll explain why as we go further. Next up, we have Sonic, and again, another overreaction by the community. The only real nonsense is this one. Like, Up Smash is just better now. Just strictly better. The invincibility comes out faster, I believe. And yeah, it's just a better move. Up Smash is just a better move. This move was already good, but now it's even better. But you know, up tilt has less lag. You know, I can't tell if that's significant because I don't play Sonic that often, and I don't see Sonics go for up tilt that often. So yeah, you know, dash attack has less lag. You know, it's whatever really. But I think the one that people were kind of worried about was up air, because they said it connects better, but well, if we set our CPU to jump, alright, well that one connected, that's nice. Alright, that one connected. Alright, so it does connect slightly better, but at low percent you're not getting much off. And at higher percents, I believe it's a bit more consistent. You know, that's it, you know. And if you try to run with this thing, well, you know, sometimes you'll get lucky, sometimes you won't. But, you know, it does connect better, but don't expect to get this at, like, low percents, because you may miss at times. Which is still funny to me, but there you go. Again, it's nothing too crazy. You don't have to worry too much. The buffs aren't that insane for Sonic. You know, they made them slightly better, but again, it's only slight. It's nothing too crazy that people have to go wow wow on Twitter, you know what I mean? Now for Lucario, this is the problem for me. So Lucario, I think, was the biggest example for me not liking this patch. So before we get into it, Nair's faster, that's good. F tilt connects easier, that's nice. Down smash comes out faster, but it seems only slight. And up B has less lag when you land. And then lastly, this part of Aura, the side B portion, has better knockback. That's not the problem here. So one of the things I said in my wishlist video is that when it comes to Lucario, when he's at 0% or less than 80, he's not an actual character. His damage is underwhelming, and since his frame data is so you know, his damage output, and considering he doesn't really have combos that are meaningful or do meaningful damage at like low percents, Lucario struggles because you feel like you actively have to take damage in order for you to be a viable character, which is poor design in my opinion. I think Smash 4 had it best. The problem was that Smash 4 had crazy amounts of rage. But hey, that's neither here nor there. Regardless, it was, you know, but the other issue was that when Lucario, if Lucario was at, because I believe the cap was 170. Yeah, I think it was like around 170. We'll say around 170. You know, now he gets damage, you know, now he actually gets crazy amounts of damage, but now it becomes overbearing, right? It's too much. So what they did to fix it, quote unquote, is that they gave him more aura. So we'll just say the likelihood is around 200. We'll cap it at 200. 200%. Steve's kind of like a midweight. Whatever. Right? So if you get your shield broken, you died 0. Whatever, right? They didn't really fix the issues Lucario had. Because Lucario's issues is that he's so underwhelming, and then when he gets a higher percent, he becomes too much. You know, he becomes too much of a nuisance. And it doesn't also help that he's light, so he doesn't really take advantage of his aura. Say like Terry is a heavy, so Terry can take advantage of Go. Lucario can't take advantage of aura. He just can't. So honestly, they didn't really fix Lucario in the way that I would want him to be fixed. He's still a poorly designed character. Would I say he's worse than Luigi? Probably not, but still a poorly designed character nonetheless. Alright, so for Shulk, they did a few good things. They made up smash a better anti-air. Because like up tilt is pretty good, but now up smash is just better if you're better at calling out your opponent. Boom boom, right? It connects much better characters on the air, so you can't air dodge past it. Whatever, right? Down smash, stronger, whatever. And they kind of reduced shield art, so if you were to get F smash, if you were to get F smash and shield, like whatever, you take more and more knockback. That's it. It's nothing too crazy. The only crazy thing they did was buff counter. So the thing about counter is that you have two counters. You have this counter, and then you have this counter. Alright, so let's put Inkling at 20% should be good enough. Now if I remember correctly, this counter, yeah, it sends away. So if we were to go here, mash art. Hey, hey, that's pretty good. Hey, that's so nice. That's so nice. So if you have smash art on, don't hit Shulk. Don't touch him. Just run away. Samus's charge shot, another great example. Don't get hit by it at 15%, because then you'll get hit. You will, and you'll die by this counter. And if you're wondering how to do this counter, by the way, for those who don't know, it's you hold forward during the counter. So that's how you get that. So hey, don't get hit. Don't get hit. GG. Alright, next up we have Bowser Jr. Now they did something with platforms. I don't really care about that. We're just gonna talk about the moves mainly. And they, again, didn't fix the issues I had with Bowser Jr. that holds him back. Like, he's not a bad character. Honestly, Bowser Jr. is a very good character, but those tiny flaws he has really kind of holds him back. So let's talk about it. So, and I do want to make an analysis. I do think Bowser Jr. is kind of slept on, but I'll go into that at another video. But even then, his key issues is kind of what holds him back, reasonably so. So in terms of buffs, they only gave this more, you know, knockback, this better knockback, which that ain't killing. That F throw isn't gonna kill anytime soon. They made up smash to hit easier multiple times, whatever. Down smash comes out faster, whatever. They made it so this is odd. So if you grab the ledge with the clown cart, 12%. Yeah. Alright, but according here, they said that increase the power of an attack used when grabbing edges after an up special. So I'm guessing what they mean is that if you do get up attack versus doing a get up attack, it does more knockback, I guess. I don't know. Very weird buff if you do it after an up B. Yeah, up B comes out faster, which is good, but we'll get into that later. And side B has more armor. Whatever. The core issues I have with this character is that, one, is up B kind of stinky. If you hit him, if you jab him in the air, like a Mac Nair gimps Bowser Jr. That's pretty bad. Bowser Jr. could literally die by Mac edgeguarding if Bowser Jr. up Bs. That is sad. That's an issue. I feel Bowser Jr. should get his clown cart regardless of the knockback of the hit. If he was hit, he should get his clown cart. This is how it works with every other recovery move. If you get hit, you get your up B back. It makes no sense why Bowser Jr. can't get his clown cart back after a weak hit. It makes no sense to me. Another thing, down B. It doesn't go through shield. It should. It absolutely should. Alright, the fact that I could just shield it, grab it, you know, and toss it back. Like, why is it that this can't be allowed to control like a platform or something? It doesn't even blow up after you shield it. Why can't I control a platform with this move? Let's say I could do it with 1C4 and detonate it at any time between 0 and 27 seconds. Yeah, 27 seconds. There's no reason for that. There's no reason why Bowser Jr. can't control. This is what holds him back. These two things, in my opinion, hold him back because of his recovery and because he has. You know, you're not going to control the stage with Cannonball. This is an obnoxious projectile, but you're not going to control the stage with this. You're absolutely not. And it's, you know, the fact that this just loses out is so bad. Bowser Jr. shouldn't, like, if Bowser Jr. should get one of these weaknesses fixed, let it be the down B. If the up B can't, if they can't fix how the up B works, at least fix the down B. It gives Bowser Jr. something to work with. But I mean, I don't know. Like, it wasn't like in Smash 4, it wasn't like it was overpowered or anything, you know. So I don't understand why they do it now, where it just bonks off your shield. It's so dumb to me. And also we have Belmonts, and Belmonts, all they really got was better keep away at low percents. So up tilt does more damage, whatever, you know. Not more damage. It does more knockback, and so does dash attack, but only at low percent. Right? At low percent, it does more damage. Up B has a bigger hitbox now, so you're likely to catch people with this. Too bad it doesn't kill until like 160, 180. Aha. And the only other significant change was up smash. It's faster. It does seem like I've noticed that it comes out faster, so it is quite significant. But yeah, no, I mean, and it's stronger too. So, you know, so if you hit someone with this, they're basically gonna die, especially if you hit them with the tip. But that's pretty much it. The issues with Simon and Richter, and this is kind of like what makes Min Min just a better version of the Belmonts, is that the Belmonts struggle up close, but their keep away is really good. Min Min's keep away is better than Belmont's, and she can still deal with people up close. So that makes no sense to me. Why do they have to struggle but Min Min doesn't? Just because they have projectiles? Well, I mean, I guess, but when Min Min's arms cover half the stage or over half the stage, does it really matter if they have projectiles? And I'm not saying to buff the projectiles. I think the projectiles are fine. I'm just talking about make this kill like at 130, 140, maybe around there, right? Don't let it kill too early, but don't let it be that you only die at like 180 into this move, right? Fix some of their hitboxes, because down tilt can be jank sometimes with how it works. You know, I almost forgot, they also made down smash stronger, which I guess that means that at higher percents, this silly nonsense right here. No, okay. Maybe let's go. Yeah, let's turn on stale moves on. You know, something like that kind of works better now. Like, if you do it, it'll probably kill more often than not, but that's whatever. That's whatever. Like, these buffs have done nothing. Nothing, I'm telling you. They're so pointless. None of these characters got anything significant, maybe outside of Ice Climbers. Like, these buffs aren't gonna do anything. Why do they refuse to change attributes of characters? Why not make some characters heavier, or faster, or lighter, or slower, or have better airspeed, worse airspeed, something? But no, we just get attack buffs or whatever. Like, come on, experiment more. You know, like, you have literally 2 Belmonts. You can experiment on one Belmont and keep the other the same, you know? Like, come on, do something. Because otherwise, like, what's the point? This patch is basically did nothing outside of 4 X-Climbers. X-Climbers are the only ones that got anything good out of this. And in reality, even then, it's not going to make too much of a big difference in the long run, right? Now, there is one buff that is significant. There is one buff that is significant. Alright, so what is this significant buff? Well, there was this thing that was added in one of the previous patches that basically had it so when you parry projectile, you would be able to move 2 frames faster out of the parry. But for whatever reason, it only worked in training mode. It didn't work outside of training mode. Now, it works everywhere. Any part. Online, it actually works. So now when you parry something, right, you get the timing down, you'll move a lot faster. So that's good, right? Basically, it just means that you get rewarded more off of parrying. If I can do it, yeah. So you move faster, is the point, right? This also goes the opposite way. My man's Ryu, same thing. If you parry it, if I didn't suck at parrying, whatever. But then again, I'm doing this with OBS capture. I'm not even trying to change my display. Whatever. Yeah, I'm not going too crazy in this video. But the point is that, you know, it works for Fireball. But something that a good friend of mine, Budon, pointed out, and I'm going to be linking link to his Twitter in the description below, is that Shakunetsu. I'm showing it on screen right now. I'm not even gonna do it here. If you parry it, the parry you get out of the parry so fast that in between the hits you are forced to block it again. You are forced to block it again. And what that means is that if you parry Shakunetsu, you either have to take the hit or block it. And then I can approach. There is nothing you can do. Nothing can save you. Have fun. I'm gonna be having tons of fun. Ah.